Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Mr.Moss, and welcome back to another video for your enjoyment. Alright, so today we are playing Blade Symphony. As you can see, this is a, third-person fencing style game where you have swords and you stab people. So, I'm going to be doing this game review a little bit differently than normal. So, let's go ahead and jump in. Alright guys, so first character I'm playing as is Judgment. So, what he does really is going to have a heavy form of attacking, very slow, but very, precise, very, deadly. Obviously, if that was one hit and I took out almost half of his health right there, mostly because he's, Rukia doesn't have a lot of armor to protect him from attacks, unlike Judgment, which is a very tank-like character. Lots of armor, you're not going to be jumping around, being very agile, you're going to be very straightforward and to the point. So, as you can see, I'm ranked 27,000 in the world. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if I can prove my point a little bit. As you can see, it's Judgment versus Judgment type knights, They're going to be using their long swords. As you can see, he's got a very big sword. I've got a very big sword. Doesn't mean we have any compensation there. It's just the fact that we're using long swords. Just saying. Alright, so now we are going to go on to the next character, which is Fallax. Alright guys, so now we are now we are using Fallax, who is he uses rapier. He's very quick, very to the point, or not to the point, but tries to attack as many, get as many attacks in as possible. So really what you're going to be wanting to do is kind of like getting in there, jumping back, getting in, jumping back, and kind of doing as much damage as you possibly can. As you can see, not doing a lot of damage here to Rukia, but that's just because he's freaking weird at stuff. Also, with the rapier, you're going to be doing a lot of parrying, as you can see by me kind of dodging his attacks, but not doing very well. Just saying, that's just because I'm not very good at this game. So he's his stance is a little bit different. Excuse me. Alright, so his stance is a little bit different, so it's going to be trying to, get as little hits in on himself as possible. It's kind of weird to say. I'm not really sure how else to describe it other than he's a fencer type character compared to Judgment, which is a knight type character. Alright, so let's see here. Can I get enough attacks in? Do a magical attack. Nope, I died. Alright, so next character we're going to go on to is Rukia. Alright guys, so now we are talking about Rukia, who's using a katana. He's more ninja-like, very agile. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for this person to stop typing. Alright, so now we can go. Alright, so his real goal is to kind of just be doing a lot of, ninja-like attacks. Obviously, if you could describe this character with one word, it's ninja. That's what I'm going to go with. Alright, so he's not really going to be doing very many heavy type moves just because, he's a ninja. He's going to be trying to get as many, as hits in as possible, doing as much damage as possible. And trying to defend himself because he doesn't have a lot of armor, so he's going to be doing a lot of jumping in the air and kind of parrying, as you could say. Not parrying, but deflecting and blocking kind of thing. Alright, so as you can see, he's moving around pretty quickly. He can get himself in and out of situations very quickly. So his jump attacks are kind of interesting. It's kind of a spinning downward, so your character has to be below you when you're attacking and jumping. But, I guess that's not really a big deal. So, as you can see, very quick, very agile. Uses a katana. Fallax was using his rapier. As you can see, they are both quick attacking characters, and Judgment was using a longsword. As you can see, he's more of a heavy type attacker. So now we go on to the last character, which is Pure. Alright guys, so now we are on the last and final character. Obviously, last and final being the same words, but that's besides the point. Alright, so we're playing as Pure, which is probably my favorite character. Because of and many other reasons. As you can obviously tell, very quick type attacker. Using the scimitar is very good because it's a one-handed type sword, and you're going to be doing a lot of one-handed type of attacks. As you can tell. So obviously this character was definitely made for, being, the best character, obviously, and only doing things such as attacking with a sword, obviously. And no other reason was this character ever made, because the creators of this game totally aren't males. That would be silly to think of such. So, yeah, this character is attacking so quickly. I mean, dead ass. But that's besides the point. Just doing like the whole ninja type thing going on. Yeah, it's working. Skins. Oh, I probably should also talk about. Don't really change anything either. They just look better. Just saying. All right, guys. So now we're going to go on to the game mechanics. All right, guys. So now we're going to be talking about the type of the game style of your how you'll be doing things. Alright, so obviously as you can tell, I'm using my favorite character, fighting my favorite character. Yes, and you can probably tell why. Not because I'm stupid or anything like that. I would never think of any reason why I would be using this character, other than the definite obvious reasons I've already said. Alright, so as you can tell, there is your first type of style. If you look down in the left-hand corner, which is fast, where you're going to be using a lot of your quick movements, as if you were rapier, or if you're using a rapier or a katana. Now you got your balance, which is going to be more for your rapier, and your scimitar. Let's say if you are Fallax or playing as pure. And then you've got your third type of thing you're only really going to be using if you are playing as judgment, because of the heavy sort of attacks the character does. And also air is like for obviously pure, and for and Rukia. Now we're going to be going into the customization factor of this game, which is extensive and huge, and it's really amazing. So we are going to jump into that right now. Okay, so as you can tell, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and you're probably thinking, what the heck is this? So you've got your sword things. So if you got your long sword, as you can tell, you can see all the things right here. If you want to go ahead and pause the video, to your right, as you can see, I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse, but to your right, you can see all the things. If you want to pause it, then go ahead. Alright, so then you got your katana, which is more of your, defense, and, base damage is 80%, minimum multi-hit is 2, and stuff like that. You can just pause it, and, yeah. Also, your rapier, which is, defense method guard, forward attack 50%, side attack 60%, heavy attack 70%. Once again, go ahead and pause it, and same thing with your Gian. I'm not really sure how to say it. And lastly, your scimitar. Those are the types of swords you can use. They all do different things. Like longsword, you can be using with judgment, as you can tell. Katana, you'll be using with either Fallax, Rukia, pure. I'd be using a rapier with specifically Fallax. And your Gian, I'd be using with pure probably, or Rukia. And then your scimitar really with anybody, but mostly probably pure. Now, that's the swords, and that's really what their whole thing is. Now you got your skins, obviously, for specific reasons. Now we're going to go with cape, and as you can see, I don't have any capes really to show you guys. I'm not really sure where you get them. So, yeah. Then you got your masks, which make things look hella sweet. So, everyone has different forms of masks. This is probably my favorite one. Yeah, that's so cool. Alright, so. And as you can see, there's locks on this, which would be describing as if you, not describing, oh my god. But it would be representing to buy something. Skin, everyone has different skins, and then you can change your color, and then you got miscellaneous, like, little dagger off to the side, or if you want some armor. Makes your character look cool. It just does, like, adds to it. And I'm probably going to change that back to the one I got. And you can go to the Steam Workshop and get a whole bunch of stuff. So it's all cool. And pretty much that's it, guys. So if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy my new style of like playing games and reviewing them, then go ahead, leave a like, tell me a comment, you know, something, subscribe if you would like to, and if you wouldn't, then that's okay. I understand. It's okay. Leaving you guys off with a, you know, good image in your mind and such. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.